What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I need your guys' help. And this is going to be a completely raw video, no editing, no thumbnail, no nothing. I'm going to do a little trader recap as well. But I need your guys' help. So it was informed to me as of today, I was released from 2 Degrees team for being too unprofessional. Basically, I just act like myself on social media. I don't really care what I post. I just post whatever. Half my videos I post on YouTube, I don't even do a thumbnail because I honestly don't give a shit. Okay, if you support me, support me. For those of you who support me, for me, I do appreciate it, and like you guys are the best. But I'm never gonna like change my face and put on a mask just to partner someone to make more money. Okay, like I don't care about money that much, and I'm never going to act fake to partner with someone so that I can be making like an extra 100K, if that makes sense. Okay, so as a Christian growing up, I don't believe in that. So that's just something I want to address right now. So 2 Degrees basically released me from his team, whatever. So I'm not doing the indicator anymore. And the indicator's not going to be partnered with him anymore. And this is where I need your guys' help. Okay. I want a bunch of comments like on what to do with my new indicator. Because I obviously posted the one with 2 Degrees. And if you do have an indicator, I would strongly suggest unsubscribing. If you did purchase like a quarterly or a yearly subscription of that, then just make a ticket on my Discord, and I'm gonna give you like a free 3 months to my live streams every day. If you guys are interested, just make a ticket. I'll send you the link personally. So do that. But I need your guys' help because I'm gonna partner with someone, and I'm already in talks with a few people. Okay, a lot of people hit me up that wanted to do this on coding a new indicator. Okay, I'm going to give you like a sneak peek of what I want so far. That's going to be a little better than the last one. It's probably going to be the same price or maybe like $5 cheaper than the last one. I think it's still pretty cheap regardless. So, first or not. So yeah, without further ado, let me just get started here. So, obviously the IVG indicator was pretty good, and I don't have it up right now, but it basically alerted really, really textbook setups. Okay, so for example, like we actually just got a setup right now. It was really good. Alert. Now, there's a lot of free indicators out there about on these, but I don't really like them, and I think I can make this more versatile. But I'm gonna like go over like as me thinking like what I think the top things I'm gonna do for this new indicator are, and I want suggestions and like feedback from the 2 Degrees indicator. Okay, so like this new one, the one thing I want to emphasize is multi-time frame closes. Okay, I believe that you can be more profitable if you wait for every single time frame to close above the fair value gap, and that's like the first thing we're gonna probably look the code. One other thing I wanted to add is this: for a lot of advanced traders, like really like trading for years, you might not need this indicator. This indicator is going to mainly be for one, people at work can't check the charts. You might want to alert once every hour and just check. And two, it's for people really struggling with over trading. Okay, let me explain. The amount of people that I have told, I'm like, bro, if you get this indicator and literally you want to take a trade, you only can take it if the indicator alerts it after. So let's say you're in the market, you're over trading, and you're really struggling with it. You should make a rule that's like, okay, I'm only going to take this trade if the indicator alerts it. If it does, take it. If not, then don't. If it doesn't, you lose the game, you break your rules. I don't care if you're green. And like that really helped a lot of beginners. And I was getting messages about like people getting payouts just from following that rule. Now, they did miss some really good setups that the indicator might not catch. But like at the same time, they're still teaching themselves patience and just like not over trading. And I think that's like one of the most useful things, like playing that game with yourself of, okay, I can only take this if the indicator alerts it. The second thing is, really like alerts when like really tapping into an obvious fair value gap in the higher time frame. Alerts when tapping into obvious higher time frame gap. And then the third one would be, I want to set up something that's going to like, it's almost going to show like order flow on a reversal. So basically like something that shows like an abundance of volume, like an abundance of buying volume or selling volume, like on the actual reversal, on the reversal. And these were all things that like people have suggested in the past that I've even thought of myself. And you know, with 2 degrees, he didn't ever answer me. Like I think I started working with him, he probably never answered for the next 3 months, even after I like got tagged for suggestions. I would tag him. So he never really answered these. So you know, these are stuff that I want to do, and I think these would make the indicator a lot more useful to you guys. So these are the 3 things I have now. Now, just to go over like an example of how these make IFVGs better in general. Well, here's the thing. I'm just gonna remove all this real quick. If we have a fair value gap on this time frame, on the 3 minute, and on the 5, and on the 4, and on the 2, it's always gonna be the safest when every single one gets closed above. So if the 5 minute closes, the 4 minute closes, the 3 minute, the 2 minute. Now I'm not gonna worry too much about the 4 minute. I'll probably leave it out, but 1, 2, 3, and 5. So with the multi-time frame close feature, okay, I want to make it so basically it will only alert you. There's going to be a setting on the actual indicator that will only alert you if like every single time frame gap got closed above. So that's going to be 1. Now, I'm probably going to make the logic to where it's 2 or more, and then you can check, and then it'll just be like manual, because if you're at work, you know, not you might check, but maybe there's like a 5 minute didn't get closed above, but the 2 did. I feel like the chances of a 5 minute getting closed above if another 2 other time frames did are a good chance. So like it'll at least get you on the charts. Okay, another thing I'm gonna make sure it alerts you before it inverses. So if it obviously like wicks up before the close, it's gonna alert you. And then the third thing is like, what type of order flow are we getting on the actual reversal? Okay, for those of you who don't know, I've actually like watched footprints, you know, the last couple of years. I don't watch them every day. I watch them every day. But when you pair footprints and just order flow in general, in combination with the types of V-shaped reversals we are getting at these key levels, there is a huge influx of like order flow that comes in that confirms that fair value gap is basically going to work. And something that I want to do with this is I want to make sure it like notifies like, okay, if this is a very strong order flow reversal, a lot of influx of volume, I want there to be some sort of label that kind of says that, which probably going to be higher probability. Okay, so let me know your thoughts on that. You know, I think that would be a good idea. And you know, and then the other setting I want to add is I want to make there an option to be like, basically, I just want there to be an option that just customize like, okay, I want the alert if it alerts like within the V shape, within like amount of, okay. And you know, just for like private purposes, I'm gonna keep that number to me myself. You know, I don't want this getting replicated. And there's a lot of other features that I'm gonna add to this. Like for example, like maybe you want it during macro times only, right? Macro, maybe alerts you during London session only, stuff like that. That I'm gonna just, you know, keep to myself. But if there's anything else that you guys want on this new indicator, let me know, because I'm gonna really try to make this tailored towards you guys. You know, I think that this indicator has been really useful to me because it is. I can legitimately say like I have caught plays I never would have caught if it wasn't indicator. Like especially sometimes in the afternoon, like this is just, and you know, it's textbook. So in the comments, I want you guys to like let me know, is there anything else that you would want if I was looking to build a tool, right? Even if you're not going to purchase the indicator, what might be useful to you? Because I really want to make this like tailored towards you guys. And you know, it sucks what happened with 2 degrees, but apparently, you know, when I'm not acting professional and you know, I was posting like, I don't really know what I was doing, but you know, we decided to part ways, obviously for whatever reason. And that just goes along with the talk of I'm never going to change how I act just to partner with a brand, right? I am a 23-year-old, you know, young male adult. I act like how I want to act, you know, and I'm never gonna like switch up just to partner with someone. And I think that's like, I don't want to act fake just to make. So if you guys do have the other indicator, I would strongly suggest unsubscribing for that. I'm going to give you 3 months of premium if you had like the quarterly or yearly deal. And I'm going to make kind of my own options. And I'm, like I said, this new indicator is probably going to be, I would say 35, 40 months, still very cheap. And again, I'm not really trying to sell it to you because you don't, if you don't want it, there's a lot of free ones out there, but I don't think it's like, oh, IPG, and you really can't call settings, blurs, blah, 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 blah. So Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And yeah, just a little trade recap of today. Just those. Today I came in bearish, believe it or not, because we actually inverse this hourly for value gap. Okay, so we inverse this hourly, boom, went down, and we got to this 15-minute below. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I did not really know this 15 yet until I saw the reaction, and then like I pulled up the chart and went to the 15-minute, like right when we hit it, and I'm like that is not breaking. And I was only going to continue being bearish if this broke, if that makes sense. And it just never did. And a lot of people, that's where they got confused. They're like, oh, well, why wouldn't you take this? You're not bearish. But here's the thing. When we tapped into this gap, look what happened, dude. Look what happened. We held this 3-minute so algorithmically. Like it almost closed below and then it closed right back above. Like we held it so algorithmically that it's like, I'm like, damn, that is bullish. Okay. So that was kind of my first like hint at us not going down. And then you can obviously see right here that we had this giant ass like monster candle back up here. And I'm like, okay. I was in puts for options. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get wrecked here. And indeed I did. So again, that was kind of my analysis. Now I was green today, thankfully. I took a play I posted on Twitter and Instagram. You can that out. I took a play pre-market. It was like a long. But yeah, like definitely a confusing day because if you're not looking at every time frame and using like multi-time frame analysis, you're probably gonna get cooked. Like I noticed this 3-minute didn't close above it, held above the balanced price range, and a balanced price range like that to me is like the strongest BPR, like the strongest PDA in the market. Strongest PDA. That's just bullish. So there's that, and then yeah, kind of when we got up here, I remember I marked out this trend line liquidity right when we opened, and I was actually looking to maybe take this for long, and never got it initially. So I had that trend line marked it open, and we just never got it. But you always want to. This is a key tip. This is always like going to be a. This is always going to be valid. Like I know we trade away from it, but you have to keep this in mind because if we do ever get that smart money versus the bottom, then you know where target is. Here, trendline liquidity that we left earlier. So like it's definitely still important to mark. Okay. Now we end up getting another setup here. A lot of people ask me like why the short fail, but here's the thing: if there's ever going to be very obvious SM, I'd probably place your stop. And the thing with this play is there wasn't much of a difference. So what if you place your stop loss to close above here? Literally, you can go 2 points higher, and then it's the safest at the swing high, right? And then you just target this low, which actually never hit. I'm very surprised. Okay, so probably would have been an even trade. And yeah, I mean, this was kind of cooked. And then the other good play we got for the day was this, which yeah, I mean, decent day tomorrow. I have a feeling tomorrow's gonna be good. Don't quote me on this, but I have a feeling. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the indicator and like what I'm gonna cook next. I know there's probably a lot of people in the comments who are like, oh, let me code it. I'm already in the talks with a few people. If it doesn't work out, I'll hit some other people up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, one time I said this is financial advice. One time I was streaming and they just got mad. And like obviously you guys know it's a joke. It's not, so I don't know. It's just I was just acting like myself, saying my immature 23-year-old, day. And if I guess if you don't support me doing that, then I'm not gonna fake it until you're making what anyone says. So like if you are like a brand or company watching this and you do want to partner with me, just know like I'm not gonna put you first for the brand. I'm gonna put myself first because like I do this because I love making content. I love you guys. I love the support. Like I love just helping you guys out. And like I literally generally made a model that's changed thousands and thousands and thousands of people's lives. And like I couldn't be more grateful for the work that I put in and just to see the success that I got. So money is never going to change me. I'm going to keep making these videos. Like like I said, I make these videos with no thumbnail sometimes. Like, you think professional YouTube agencies are doing that shit? Like, no. They're like, oh, why would you post a video with no thumbnail? Dude, I don't. You know, if you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. So that's gonna be it for now. I will see you in the next one. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Peace. Don't forget to leave a comment about suggestions.